And if you remember, we have discussed in the theory MySQL dump and MySQL pump. Did you remember? So MySQL dump and MySQL pump. Those are the two tools through that most of the people are using the backup. And I am also going to use that one into my lab for this demo, how you can able to perform the backup with this. So I am going with the tool called backup folders, which I have created. And as of now, I don't have any file over there. If you can see, I have connected with the two terminals, so you can easily able to see there's a no data at all. Okay, no folder, any data file into this directory. Got it? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use a tool called MySQL dump first, and then we will go for the another tool which is called MySQL pump. So here the first thing we are going to call the MySQL dump. So MySQL dump, which are the version I am using. So you can able to check the MySQL dump version according to your business need. MySQL dump -v. So which version you are using? MySQL. So I am using the version called MySQL dump version 8034, which is my latest database. We are using the engines, similar one. And now with the MySQL dump, you can able to take the backup of the one database, or you can able to take the backup of the multiple database as per your requirement. Okay. So accordingly, you can able to perform the backup, and then you can able to get the data from the MySQL dump. So here, before performing the backup, you need to always check the secure file privilege. If you remember, when the export and import I have shown you, that time I use it. So I have already put it the null. That means in any location, I can able to perform my backup. Let me connect to my database, and I am using my password. I connected to the dump, and then I'm showing the variable like the secure file privilege. If you remember yesterday, we have removed it. Got it? Which was earlier with my value directory. So I removed it. That means my secure file privilege is not there. And then if you want to perform into a specific place the backup, you can able to give the path secure file privilege equal to the backup directory. If you want to take on to any other directory, that could be also possible. But if you are changing secure file privilege backup, that means the backup will be performed only to that directory location. If I can go cd slash, or directly I can open the vi etc my.cnf. So in this file, I need to put the secure file privilege. Like if you remember yesterday, I have given the comment line. Let me put it the comment. So this is now comment line. It won't read. And here I am giving the secure file privilege. Whatever I want, I can able to give it. Good or bad, I am not saying. It depends on the scenario. You can able to choose, and you can able to use it accordingly. Suppose I want only the backup can be performed into this backup directory, then I can give this privilege. And if you are using secure file privilege, then you have to take the backup, restart the service, and then this will be allowed. So I'm just showing you, and then I will remove it later on. I gave it, and then I put a or I can quit. Now, once you have given that privilege, you need to restart your service. And for that, I am using the systemctl restart. So my service name is MySQL D that I am doing. So I'm just restarting it to get the secure file privilege should be enabled. Let me wait. Otherwise, you can take the backup onto, because I have given the null. That means anywhere I can take. That means you can secure your environment like, okay, the backup can be performed onto only this place. Now it is active and running. And if you can see it will reconnect because I have restarted, so it will reconnect my environment. And then you can see that I have a secure file privilege, which is the backup location. So whenever I will perform the backup, automatically it will take the backup onto desired location. Okay. Now, since I have changed my privilege, it's working fine, no issue to that. And now I want to take the backup. So before taking the backup, let me show you what I have in my environment. So here, if I can go, I can able to show you the databases. So databases, sorry. So databases. I have these database. Out of that, I'm connecting with the one of the database called implies. Just example. So I have connected employee database, and employee database I have a many tables. So you can see I can take the database for all the entire database, or I can take the backup onto the specific table. Got it? So first thing, I'm going to just show you how you can perform the backup for the particularly. So MySQL dump tool, you can able to take it to backup onto a specific. So I am going to say, let me go and check the backup. So for, if you can see, I have a table. I want all the table backup should be a separate one. So let me clear. Okay, don't clear it because I will share you the. So here I'm calling MySQL dump tool. I'm connecting with the root user, the password, and then tab. I put the imply. Let me go and perform the backup first. It will ask me the password, and then you can see here I have given the password. So what it is saying? The error cannot create or write to the backup department.txt because the OS level permission is denied.
We are not able to see what you're doing.
What about the Subham? Are you able to see? Is it visible now? Vijaya?
Yes, Rajiv. Now I'm able to.
So the simple message I was saying, we can able to use and we can able to get the backup accordingly. Now the secure file privilege have the MySQL user ownership, and I am taking the backup onto the particularly one. So since I have given the permission for that directly to the MySQL user only, so from the root user I am performing the backup, that is not allowed. You can see here it is saying, if you can see the C, it is also not allowing because my secure file privilege is not allowing them. Got it? So according to my business, the secure file privilege is taking onto only that directory, owner should be there. That way I can secure who can take the backup, who can perform the backup. Only the particular users, particular owners can able to perform the backup into that. Now the users, suppose I have some which I have a permission like the MySQL something, he can able to do. Or alternate way, what I can do, I can remove the parameter which I have given. Got it? So I can able to perform the backup anywhere. Like my .cnf file, I'm just removing it. And here what I'm trying to do, the secure file privilege, what I have given, the backup location that I am just removing. This time I am putting this here and I am removing from here. That means now I allow the anywhere it can take. Right and quit. Of course, you need to restart the service. Let's see. My service is going to restart, and since service is restarted, I can check the MySQL file privilege, and this time you can see it is saying I can take the backup anywhere because there is no path. Now I will run the same command what I have used there, and this time it will be able to perform the backup. Of course, file ownership, it is not given onto this backup directory, but let me go for the temp directory this time, because this file ownership has changed to the that imply, and here if you can see the owner will be temp directory and then it is given. So if you can see ls-lart, you can see the backup has taken for the my database. Now they have not given the any issues. So if you can see here the backup, like let me call the my script. So here you can see department tables, they have the backup like it is showing what it did, the database, which database, employee database, which version of the backup we have taken. Then what it will do, it is first dropping the table if it exists, then it is creating the table, and after that you can see here they are calling. So this is the one backup they have taken, the first table. Now if you can go to the here the another one, so this they have used the simple way, the temporary view, whatever the view and the other object. So drop view they did, create, and then according to that, but only the tab. I have not given the anything. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I am just removing the my directory and then I'm creating the new directory. So rm hyphen rf, and what is the my directory name? Sorry, I am already in this directory, and my directory name is backups. I have removed. Again, I am creating the directory mk dir, and same directory I am creating. Okay, now the backup directory is created. Backslash slash I am in backup directory, and here you can see now I don't have any file into this directory, and here I am going to perform the full database backup. So I am going to take, but only I am taking the database backup which is called the Word database. If you remember the Word database, we have a 3 tables. The small, if you can see in the my this channel, use Word. Let me see if yesterday I have created any tables. Okay, this 4 tables there. Let me drop the one table, and I'm putting the content language 2. It is just a duplicate we have created. Now I have a 3 tables there. Got it. And here I'm going to perform the backup into this tool. My database is up and running. If you can notice, what we have learned, the MySQL dump will take the backup during the database up and running. And here I am going to take the backup. So MySQL dump tool I called, the user ID, the password I have given, and which database backup I am taking. So Word database. Now the Word database have a 3 table. If you can see here, all 3 table backup will be performed. Got it. So here you can see word.f.sql, it will perform backup. And now the backup is taken, but this time they have not given you the any issue, because the ownership for this file, if you can see, now we have a root, and root user I have run it, so they allow me to take it. Did you got idea how you can privilege your file permission? The user cannot take the backup onto the specific location. Now this the backup location has created, and here I have a backup. Now let me see what file backup they have taken. So here if you can see, we have a three table. So each table, first you can see the database name they have taken, the world database, and then in the world database they are dropping the table. First, which table? City table. Then they are creating the city table, and here once they are creating it, after that they are just using the insert command to insert your rows which are there in the city table. Similar way, they are going with the another table called country table, dropping, then they are creating the country table. So what we have learned, if you remember in the theory, we told you that one key it will create the syntax for the SQL statement. Now drop table, which one? Country language, that is a three table. So each three table they have taken the data. Okay, that is the main thing. But you have not find anywhere it is use the database creation syntax. That means whenever you are restoring, you need a database. You need a database where it can be created. So this is the like a single database, full database backup, how you can able to perform. That I have guided you. Now, quite possible, you have a multiple databases. Like in the my example, you can see here, I have a two databases. I have a multiple database. Like the world I have shown you similar way, I have a Sakila database. So suppose I am going to connect Sakila database. Also, we have a many tables. So I can see the many tables are there. I want to perform the backup for multiple database. If you remember, during the theory we have discussed with the MySQL, you can able to take the backup of multiple database together. And this case, you need to give the one parameters, the variable called database, and then you can give the database name. So let me go and perform the backup for this Sakila and World database. And if you can notice, I'm not giving the path, so automatically it is taking the backup onto the my location. So as of now, I don't have file. Now what I'm doing here, you can notice I have given the file name, which is called MySQL dump user, then password, databases, and database name. So which are the database? So one the Sakila database and another the World database. So I'm taking the two database backup, and the file name I have given just Sakila underscore World. For my understanding, so it will clearly show me okay the two database backup I have taken. Okay, now let me perform the backup. The backup is done very fast, if you can see. This time let me open the my database. First database I have given you the Sakila. Let me see, it is coming for the Sakila database first, and then current database Sakila, create database here. What it? They are using the database name, the drop table, the table name, and so on. If you can see, so for each and every table, the 23 table you have seen, their data plus insert is taken. Once that is done, then it will go to the your world database as well, and they will perform the database backup onto the world database as well. So this way you can give the multiple database together. Whenever you are performing the multiple database backup in the one file, you can able to prefer this type of syntax. Maybe you have a question, Rajiv, I have 100 database. Can I give the name like 100 times? No. If you are performing the backup of each and every database, so you can able to simply use accordingly. Okay. So that is the way you can able to do. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to do all database backup. In here, you can see I have 12 databases. Some are the system database, some are the user defined database. So here I am going to perform the backup of each and every database. So instead of this, what I can do here, I can able to perform the backup with the all command. So there is one thing is called all databases. That way you can able to perform the backup of all database. Let me go and perform the each and every database. So what I have given, instead of database, what I have given, all databases, and file name whatever you want, you can take it accordingly, and I'm performing. So this will take little bit time because multiple database they are performing backup, if you remember, but it is done, if you can see. And here if I can open this file, you can easily see each and every database there. So it opening, it will take few seconds. Larger one. So here you can see first database, current database, MySQL. That means system database. They are taking the backup. Accordingly, system database. After that, like here, system database, they are putting the data and whatever that they are. Then one by one, each and every database, you can able to see it. Got it? Like password history and everything you can able to see system plus user defined. Those all is possible. You can able to perform it. So what you have learned, how to take the specific one table backup, how to take the all database backup, how to perform the particularly, those all can be possible. Now quite possible, some cases you need to perform the backup onto the different ways. So it is possible we can able to perform the backup as per the my requirement, as per the my understanding, like the SQL file directory, the text file directory, those all you can able to do, and accordingly it can work. So in simple term, you can able to perform the backup for the table level, you can perform the backup for the database level, and those all can be possible. Did you got idea? Any doubt, any questions, then please let me know.
Nothing, Rajiv. Understood.
Shubham, did you got idea? Shubham, are you there? Okay. Shubham is not responding. Anyway, that's okay.
He's
Okay.
unmuting but
So
not able
that
to
way,
hear, I think.
yeah, the same problem last day also I got from the Shubham. So, okay, he's mentioning on the chat. No. Okay, anyway, so what you have seen, they have created a text file, they have created a SQL file when we have taken that. And now, according to your business, you can able to perform the backup.
He's chatting. Yes, he understood.
Thank you, Shubham. Good. Good to know that. Thank you. Okay, so that way you can able to perform the various backup into the your environment. Now, quite possible sometimes you want to perform the backup according to the your like multiple backup, like the parallel operation and those that can be possible. And for that, MySQL has given you the different tool, which is called MySQL pump. But before that, let me go for the some restoration so you can get a clear idea into this part, and then we can come back. Okay. So as of now, what I did, I have just restored the database. I have taken the backup. Now let me go to the restoration. I have not restored it. I've just guided you. Now, sometimes what happens as a DBA, as a developer, maybe you don't want to the entire database backup. Got it? You need to database backup for the specific one, or you want all the database with the some programmings and other things. That is also possible. You can able to perform it. So according to the your business, you can choose what the backup method you want. Got it? So you can backup, you can take the specific database backup, but what about the my routines and events? So just example, I want to take the my backup to the all the event which is running into the my system. It can be possible we can able to take the procedures, functions like those. Also, I can able to perform the backup. Got it? So that could be the one option you can able to use it. So let me go and show you the one more thing. You can easily understand how you can take the routines and event backup. So like I want to take the backup into my database, and then I'm performing all the my routines and event. So these are, there is a different options we have. I can use here MySQL dump all databases, and what I'm doing, giving the option like routines and events. So that way you can able to get the like procedure, functions, triggers, those all can be also possible. So access denied for user, which user? The root localhost using the password. Okay, so I have not given the username and password. Let me give the username and password into my backup. Then I can able to, because in the my security, I am not allowing anyone to without password. That's why. And here I am performing the all database backup. Plus routines plus events. So like the procedure, functions, those all you can able to do it. Hope you understood the concept.
Yes.
So
In daily routine, this is how we are supposed to do, na?
in
Every
daily
day we have to
we
take
just
this.
we schedule that. That's it.
Oh,
We just schedule it, and rest all
okay.
will be taken care by that.
Okay.
Because one time we have tested, we have created a script. Now backup script, I know it will take the backup, so we can give to the system on our okay, take it, and then it will take it the backup. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah, got it.
Quite possible. Sometimes you want to take the backup into like just in point in time recovery purpose. You want to a specific point of backup, so you can mention after that single transaction. Got it? So that can be possible. Let me show you that one as well. Like I have taken the backup over there. The same backup I am just going up, and backup name I am just changing. Here I am giving the my what I can see. Let me go to the my single transactions. So that is the one way you can able to take the point in time backup like that. So here, if you are using the all master data dump, so that can be, but MySQL dump, you can see the different options. So it can perform the single backup if you have a point in time recovery and other purpose. So this way you can able to perform as well. So you can use your username, your password, MySQL dump, all databases, what I'm doing. So I'm doing the all databases, routines, events, and then,
Rajiv, one doubt here.
yeah, please.
Well, you're using all databases, routine events, and here you use dump.sql,
Hmm.
and the other one you have used as single transactions.
Yes, so it could be possible. Sometimes you want to the all database, got it? Or
Hmm.
sometimes you want to the specific one. It could be possible. You can take the backup accordingly. Like point in time recovery purpose, what you are doing, you need each and every transaction. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So those case it will be helpful for you.
Which one? This dump.sql.
Dump.sql is the file name.
Yeah, no, what I'm asking is single transaction in what cases we
Single
can use and dump as
like
dot
like
SQL.
like you
Huh.
don't want to the complete backup.
Huh.
Instead of you are taking the particular transaction. Point in time
I
recovery
got
was
you.
like you have done
Yeah.
some mistake at the 2 o'clock,
Hmm.
and somebody is asking you, okay, can you restore till the 155 or 158?
Yeah.
Those case, the single transaction backup you require. That's
Yes.
why we are guiding this. You require.
Yes.
Got it?
Point
Yeah.
transaction, you said.
So
Yes.
point in time recovery
Point in time.
basically.
Yeah. I got you. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So here, what I'm trying, let me go and show you that the complete syntax, and then you can able to perform. So they are just clicking the this one. So warning, it is giving master data is depreciated and will be removed in the future version use. So source data state. And now if you can see here, the one thing is called the single dump has created. Okay, if you can go and open it, you can see this single transactions. What happened again, like the full database backup plus they have taken the transactional backup as well. So it is like it will help you this backup whenever you need a point in time recovery, those case. So single transactions and master data. So single transaction option basically will provide you consistency backup. That means whatever the changes is happen after the backup. So they will take those changes also. They will read it and then they will start those transactions before taking the backup. So it is very useful when you are doing the transactional table like the InnoDB engine and other things. But the other, it is won't require. What idea?
Yeah.
So because it will work with the InnoDB as well as the NDB cluster, because NDB cluster also supporting the transaction. Okay.
Okay.
And rest all, why it is not taking? Because it is already the table is locked. That's why the transaction backup is not required. Couple of places maybe you need only the take the backup of the master binding coordination. Those you can able to do. Even if the specific table backup you want, that can be possible. Got it? Like in my database, I have a very big database. So let me go and perform the one backup which I am going to use for the just example. I am going to perform for the employee database one table. Got it? So it can be possible. I can able to specify the database and table name there. Got it? And then you can able to get it. So what I'm putting the database name, which database I'm taking the backup. If you want to take the backup, you can put the database name and then table name you have to give it. Okay.
I think you're doing in another thing.
I'm doing on Notepad. I'm just preparing my syntax.
Okay.
Like if you remember employee database I have. So employee database, I have the employee table. Am I correct? Like here into the employee database, if you can see, and use EMPLOYEES. And employee database, you can see I have a one table. Got it? Which is called employees as well. So let me see, select count, and here I am putting from employees. So what happened? Count function from employees, EMPLOYEES. So because the function you have given the some space. Got it? That's right. And here you can see this 3,24,000 row is there. So I'm going to perform the backup for this. Got it? And for that, what I can do, I can able to mention the specific database or a specific table you can able to perform the backup. So I'm showing you the database level. I have already shown you the table level. I am showing MySQL dump, user, password, databases, employee database, and here you have to give the parameter called tables. Got it? So which table I'm taking? Employee table backup I'm taking. What is my backup name? So it will employee backup.sql. It will take the backup. Now the backup has taken. What happened? MySQL dump error, access denied. Why it is? We are trying to connect. That is for the different OS related, and here file is not created. Let me quit what I have given here. MySQL dump user. Oh, now my password is wrong. If you can see, that's why it has not taken. And now let me go and take the backup. So now my backup has taken, and if you can go there, employee backup.sql. So this time they have taken the backup. Like here you can see the employee database, but only the employee table. Got it? Not any other table is there. Got it? Only you have seen the employee table, they have taken the backup. So sometimes maybe you require the only to take the backup of the specific table. It could be possible you can able to perform it accordingly. Got it? Similar way, if you want to get the backup for a specific database like the what we have taken, so accordingly you can able to get it accordingly. So here I am just mentioning the databases imply and the tables parameter I am just removing. And what I have given, oh sorry, database I have already given. So let me go to that, and the file name I'm just changing, imply DB backup, just name for your understanding. And this time it will take each and every table from the implied database. Now that has taken the backup, let me go and see it. Now what I'm going to do here in the simple idea, I will go and I will check into the my file. So here you can see imply DB backup, but this has taken the all the my table which belong to the implied database, like the implied database, implied table, and after that you can see the department table they are taking the other table as well, like DEPT, EMP, audit, and so on. So whichever we have, department manager and those all. What idea? The another one thing you can see in the MySQL we have a which is called parallelism. So MySQL will also use with the MySQL pump, like the dump. Similarly, like we have a pump. So what the benefit of the MySQL pump is that we can able to execute the parallel operation there. Got it? So I am putting here the same, instead of dump I am putting the pump. Rest all are the same. Got it? So I am going to perform, instead of dump there is another tool called MySQL pump. So that will work only with the version 8 onwards. So here you can see the MySQL pump is the version, which one? 8034. Okay. So MySQL pump is depreciated and will be removed in the future version. Use MySQL dump instead. So they have introduced, but it is giving me the warning that in the newer version it will be removed. Got it? So they don't want to confuse the dump and pump. So now these all features pump will be introduced into the dump as well. And now here what I'm doing, I'm calling the MySQL pump. I'm giving the user root, password, and database. Which database I'm taking? The word database. And here you can see I use a default parallelism 5. And then I'm taking the backup called pump.sql. And now they have taken the backup. So over there you can see it has taken the pump, and you can see the pump.sql has been there. Let me go to the VI editor and the pump you can see here. So it is little bit different than the previous, like here all the table first, then their data, and accordingly it will work. So that the way you can able to use the MySQL pump. That could be possible, like the similar like the dump, we can able to use the MySQL pump.
Rajiv, what is the big difference between pump and dump?
I think you are forgetting the theory part. The pump, I said during the runtime, the multiple parallelisms you can use. Suppose you have a 10
Yes,
CPU.
I
If you
got
have
you.
a,
I got you. I
yeah,
got you. Sorry.
you can
I
recall it.
got.
No problem. You can feel free to ask. What I'm saying, what we have discussed, that you can able to understand. See, I told you the Oracle has the one feature in the Oracle database. In the Oracle 10G, they have used the My Oracle pump. Earlier, we were
Yes.
having the traditional Oracle dump. Got it? The
Yeah.
EXP and IMP, if you remember. And
Yes.
they started a new one called the pump. So
Huh.
the pump, which is called EXP data pump, and IMP that means import. As like
Huh.
same, when the Oracle acquired the MySQL, they thought what the change I can do. So they thought,
Yeah.
okay, this parallelism operation is not possible with the database. So they have just go and they have done the pumping. Got it. So that's why
Yeah.
they started the MySQL pump.
Pump.
Good idea. That is the main reason for the using the pump.
Yeah.
Got it. So parallelism you can do during the runtime. Suppose it is taking the 20 minutes and you want, okay, or maybe 2 hours, depend on your database. You want, okay, new object, I want to add it. That means you can attach. If you think your shift is over and you need to go, you can able to pause it. The next day you can start again from the same position. So those all are the some of the new features similar like the Oracle they have introduced. Okay, got it?
Yes.
So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another database similar like this. Got it? So here I have these databases. I'm just showing you the recovery. So databases. These are the database I have. Similar like the employee database, I have taken the backup. If you can see here, I have a backup for this database like employee db backup.sql. You can see here I have. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new database here with the MySQL admin tool. So with the MySQL admin, I am creating the one database called EMPS2. Okay. It will ask me password because the restore I am just showing you how you can do. Now the database has created called EMPS2. You can see here. So databases. Now you have a new database EMPS2, but they don't have any table. If I can connect to the EMPS2, you cannot see any table. Like from the MySQL database created or similar way I have used this time the MySQL admin tool to create a database. Okay. Now, since I have a backup, let me go and try to restore it. Okay. So for that, if I want to the specific table, so I can able to use the specific table or I can use the entire one. Got it? So if you remember, for each you can able to perform accordingly. So I can go and I can use it according to my business need. So just example, I am using the my tool for this backup like imply db backup.sql. This was the MySQL. Okay. And now let me go to the my data. I am just preparing my syntax. So you can get the idea and the what is the my database name I have given EMPS2. Am I correct?
Yes.
Let me go and try to restore this. So here what I'm saying MySQL user root password and then the database name which I have created here, the same database name I have given to restore purpose. Now it is restoring into the this EMPS2. Of course, if you remember in the theory we talk, restoration will take the longer time than the backup. If you have remembered, I have given you the example of the
Yes.
one of my database 73 GB database
Yes.
because they are reading the syntax and then now it's restoring. Okay, now my backup has performed. Let me go and check the implies tables. So now you can see, let me kill, oh sorry, what happened? I am connecting and so databases. Let me see MPS2 is taken or not. So tables. Have I used the pump instead of dump? This backup I have taken from MySQL pump or dump? Okay, I don't remember. Let me try with the Word database. Got it. The Word database I remember I have taken from the, and here in the same database I am restoring. Got it. So here I am just giving the word. Now this was the small. It has taken. Let me see the table. So you can see all the three tables from the database it came. Let me go and try to use this again. And not only that, if you can see 4078 row was there. So if I can go slow count from city table, I can able to perform these 4078 rows. Okay, now let me go in this. I have taken the one table level backup if I remember. So like imply backup.sql I have taken. Just example. In this one table level backup I have taken, which is imply backup.sql if I remember correctly. So I'm trying to restore from there. And imply data, imply table, if you remember, 3 lakh something rows was there. So tables. Now you can see the imply table is there. And if you can count from your implies, you can see those 3,24 rows are there. That means my data has restored. Now let me connect to the other database and I am just dropping this database. Drop database EMPS2. Okay. Again, I'm creating with this time here, create database EMPS2. Okay. And now I am going to perform the backup which we have taken for the there with the same database. It could be possible I can use a different database, but what the file name I have, the backup imply DB backup, database backup that I am restoring. Let's see what happened this time. Because dump and pump both are the different thing, different tool basically, for different features. Let's wait. So now backup has restored. I didn't get any message. Let me just check it. Us use EMPS2. Is it created or not? Let me see. So tables. So no, that was pump. You cannot restore with this one. Why? Let me show you that reason. If I can go to the my imply db backup.sql, so Here it is showing the current database. They are connecting with the implies, and my database name is not implies. So they are restoring onto the implies database. Now I am giving here the name called EMPS2, just example, EMPS2. And now if database does not exist, it will create as well. So here I am giving EMPS2 if not exist. Got it. Now database is already there. Let me WQ save it, write and quit. And now again I am trying to restore it. So actually it was restoring. Oh, sorry. What happened? Now MySQL root EMPS2. No, EMPS2 na.
No, in VI editor, you have given the name as EMP2.
Okay, EMP2 I have given. Okay, that may be the one mistake. Okay, EMP2. Okay.
Use.
So they are basically connecting with this database. EMP2 they are looking. Okay, I change it. And now I'm trying to restore. And this time it will go and restore into the my EMPS2 database. Generally, when you are taking the pump, you can able to perform the backup as per your requirement, and then the you can able to use MySQL pump tool backup can be used accordingly, and dump can be used accordingly. So now it is restoring. Of course, earlier also it was restoring, but that time it was restoring to the implied database instead of this one. Okay, let it come. Now it has taken. Let me see the tables, and this time you can find the lots of tables are there. Got it. Now table is there. What about my data? Got it. So let me see the implied table. If I remember, 3,24 rows was there. I can check it. Yes. So I have 3,24 row. If you want, you can compare with the implied table here. So implied table, implied database also have the same. Got it. Don't believe me? Then try it like this. Select, start from implies, and then it will take the longer time to execute. So going on, going on. So Control C, I'm putting, I'm cancelling it, but actually it's going on, going on. That means my data is there. Hope you understood how you can take the backup, how you can restore. Did you got the idea? Any doubt, any questions? Then please let me know.
Nothing, Rajiv. Have to practice this.
Of course, you have to practice it and practice perfect. So technology wise, you can get whenever you are doing the practice, and then it should be mastery. So in the simple term, I have just shown you how you can able to get the data, how you can use it, those all. Okay. And similar way, we can able to drop, we can the database which I have created. So I can able to, because that I don't want in the my database, let me connect to the database, MySQL, and then I am dropping the database which I have created, drop database EMPS2. Okay. Now I don't have the table. If you notice, now EMPS database is not there. So databases. I don't have the database, if you can see. So what I am trying, the same query I am executing, because I have a create syntax for database, so it is saying the database is not there, EMPS2, unknown database. But what happened if I will not give the database name? Let me try it without the database name. And now it will go, it will create the database. Are you getting my point? Let it complete and then we can see it is creating database or not. Sometimes maybe you can say, hey, why I have to create a database? Because syntax already have the database name. So he can take the database, he can create from their end. Would be possible.
Rajiv, you mean here that EMPS2, we have dropped that table now?
No, the database I have dropped.
Database you have dropped.
Yes.
So without mentioning the name, you are trying to
Like
take a
here you can
backup.
see, I have dropped the database. And
Yes.
in my syntax, I have not given the database name. Got it.
Yes.
So in my syntax, there was a create database syntax. Am I correct? So let me see
Created.
database is created or not. So first I'm checking database is created or not. You can see EMPS2 has created. Got it? Let me connect it. And then I'm checking the table has created or not. Yes, table should be also there. You can see the table is also there. What about my data? So data should be also there. Getting my point? If you can go and check, your data should be there. Good idea.
Okay.
Why it happened?
Okay.
Because in my syntax, if you can notice, let me go to my syntax, and here you can see we have a command called create database.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why it is creating it.
Okay, by default it is creating.
Okay. And then after creation, it is connecting to the database, and then they are dropping the table if table is already there. Got it? After that, they are just for another table dropping, creating. So each table they are dropping and creating it. Got it? And once the table has drop and create, they will try to insert the data like this. Got the idea?
Yes. Yes.
So hope you had understanding how you can able to use MySQL backup and recovery with the help of MySQL dump tool. Any doubt, any
Yes.
questions, then feel free to ask. Let me know if you have any doubt or any question. What about you, Shubham? Shubham, did you got idea? And similarly, you can able to use the MySQL workbench. From the workbench, also you can able to take the backup. Got it? So there's another tool called the graphical tool, the MySQL workbench. From there also the backup can be performed.
Which
You
tool?
can workbench. So
Huh.
MySQL workbench is a graphical tool. With the help of
Oh,
that, you can able to use it, the backup.
yes. Yeah.
And similar like the dump you have taken, you can able to use and you can restore the data. These all can be possible with the MySQL bin log. That is another tool you can able to do it from there. That could be possible. Okay. So that's the simple answer how you can able to perform the backup and recovery with the different utility, different tools in the MySQL. Got it? If any doubt,
Yes.
any questions, feel free to ask.
Rajiv, yesterday's one you didn't send that lab once.